Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back through the mists in the valley of Barovia, with wolves howling in the background. And it is a absolute pleasure to have you all here to join us for our Curse of Strahd game tonight. Now, why is that? I left that there. That's not what I meant to do. No, put it on top of my head. There we go. Sorry about that, everyone. Okay, so as we are here, unfortunately, we are missing Esmeralda tonight, but we do have all of our other fine players here, and I shall let them introduce themselves in just a moment. But before we do that, let me say some big hellos and thank yous. First, to all of you fine folks here joining us live, thank you so much. Alicia and Daisy, hi, welcome on in, thank you so much. And I hope that hot chocolate's treating you well, Alicia. And the rest of you, thank you as well for coming on by. Always a pleasure to have you here. And of course, while we're saying thank yous, we want to say a massive thank you to Sirenscape, those incredible people delivering incredible sounds and incredible sound effects and music for all of your RPGs, be they in person or online, wherever you are, all over the world. Today we have Japan and Hawaii, so we're spread out, and all of our games are spread out all over the world, but everyone gets to enjoy all of the ambience and everything going on because of those wonderful people at Sirenscape. Quick side note, do join us on the 29th when Vicky, the social media manager for Sirenscape, will be joining us for a very special one-shot. So we're very excited about that and hope that you can join us for that. It's going to be a very, very good time, as well as some other interesting guests, which I shall announce along the way. Now, also, talking of music and the like, we want to say a big thank you to Dark Fantasy Studio and the incredible Humble Bundle they had a while back for all of their streaming music. Then also over on YouTube, the two incredible channels, Travis Savoy and Epic Journey. Incredible sources of music. I'm using incredible a lot. I have more adjectives with that in my head. I shall use them. Fantastic sources of music for your games and available for you to use as you like. Do visit any of the VODs on our YouTube channel, linked on the channel here, to get a full look at those links and all of the things, all of the possibilities that are there. Everything is linked in the information on those VODs. And finally, one more link for you, for your clicking pleasure. Will Savino over on Patreon, another prolific creator of RPG music, and well worth your patronage. Now, that said, let us come back around here and dive into the mists as we begin once more our Curse of Strahd. Hey, there we are back again. A massive thank you to Patch from Quest Junkies UK for that incredible intro there. Let me do a little shout out for him. Quest Junkies UK. Does that work? It does. Okay, I wasn't sure because he's not in chat. It doesn't have to be here, so that's good. Okay, so yes, do give them a look, everyone, and especially give them a look next week. On Saturday, next week, Michael.
Yeah.
Next week. I know, as Michael, Marin, who's usually with us today, and some other fine friends will be joining Vicky. We were just talking about you. Speak of the devil. We were just chatting about our exciting 29th of May one-shot. It's going to be an absolute pleasure to have you.
I can't wait.
So yes, Alusha here in chat, Michael, Marin, myself, and Mr. Hatbeard. So I remember, get the connections right there. We'll be joining Patch over on Quest Junkies UK for a brand new campaign. And you can see me as a player. A big burly barefoot player as a wild magic barbarian. Rawr. It's going to be a good time. Exploding flumps. Okay.
Excited.
It's going to be a good one. So, anywho, you're going to be a fantastic wiki. Now, that, I believe, is that sorted. So, let's just quickly recap, especially as we were without Krieg and Asara last time, as Krieg was on a honey pie high, soaring through the skies above Vallaki, and Asara was desperately trying to keep up with him, chasing along behind. And
get some honey mead though, and thanks.
Yes, indeed. And Krieg, at a couple of points, you were being like a hummingbird, apparently, at the honey stalls. You were just like hovering there in places so people fed you more honey. Oh, thank you for the host, Vicky. And we...
I believe that.
and we started the day with, unfortunately, speaking of Krieg and Asara and Vanta, looking rather worse for wear as they did not get their long rest and they lost some of their max HP because of the terrible, terrible dreams that plagued them the night before. But... after that,
it's a great sleep. It's a great sleep.
You went out into the town of Vallaki to enjoy the Honey Festival. It was one of the... we actually had some people in chat going, this is Strahd, right? Some people were very confused by how jolly everything was. The music was throwing
There's
people
a
off.
thin layer of dread hanging over all of that, though, and it's there if you look for it.
We're so used to it now that it just like envelops us, and we just don't even notice it anymore.
Good. Happy to hear it. Now, you made your way around the town, speaking with Lady Watchter, the new leader of Vallaki, and talking to various people, especially one Earth Genasi guard that just kept popping up over and over again.
Oh gosh, that guy.
He's like,
I wonder who he was.
Yeah, he's made of rooks. It's not something to be worried about. And you enjoyed the aftermath of our honey heist one shot, which was in canon in Vallaki a few weeks ago. And it was all of the... I think people watching that without having watched the honey heist would have been very confused at various points. It was like, what is happening?
People didn't know about the honey heist.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry guys.
And one thing that we found out, Krieg and Asara, is that those wagons that were chasing you as the bears fled Vallaki, you guys were on those wagons. Vanta, Zenikus, and Esmeralda were on those wagons. And when Colby, your character, threw that big barrel of honey off and two of the wagons crashed, they were actually on one of those wagons. And they had... Well, Vanta was actually knocked unconscious by the fall. I was like...
Oh my god. You sun bears freaking killed me.
Lying face down in the honey, as represented by this incredible fan art. I don't know where this came from.
Oh, I'm so proud of that. That's beautiful, truly. It looks like one of those old Roald Dahl books illustrations.
Yes.
It's like the hair.
So, you just face down in the special raven honey, which Patch created. I'm sure there'll be no problems there.
Raven honey, so it's got to be fine.
I'm sure it'll be, yes.
Here you go.
Anyway, you were quite suspicious of Lady Watchter about the way she talked quite reverently about Strahd and her family's connection to his family. And when Esmeralda suggested that she wasn't very proud of her people's connection and saving Strahd, as they did way back when, Lady Watchter was very angry about that as well. So, there were promises made, though, by Vanta to see if there could be any help given to her daughter, who was suffering after a rather unpleasant experience with the old burgomaster's son, when something happened that made her not all there, shall we say, in current times. And Lady Watcher asked Vanta to see if she could... You've got a very Vanta face on, Emma. There it is. Going back to Emma. And she asked you to see if you could help her daughter in her predicament and restore her to her spot and restore the hopes of a Watcher matriarchy continuing on here in Vallaki and get shut of these idiot sons of hers. Who? Vanta
There's
made
nothing
some...
wrong with a queendom.
Vanta made some good groundwork there as she busted the nose and then kicked the balls of one of the sons for making an offhand comment.
Applause was all around.
There was a guard that found Jesus, whoever that may be. There was Maxine, who was somehow mixed up in all of this strange business with these bears. And there were fireworks. There were dancing children. There was, again, our Rock Dynasty friend kicking ghosts. Piss off, ghost! And all sorts of other things going on. Now, we left things last time as you were lying in the streets. Esmeralda had come to your aid, and Zenikus has used his blood magic to bring Vanta back to consciousness. And I think Krieg and Asara, you will come across your friends here. As Krieg, you will come flying down as you see their predicament from on high, and Asara, you're just basically just keeping up with Krieg, just looking up, like you're like running along with a balloon, and you will find out where he is. But before we jump into that scene right there, let us introduce ourselves. Please tell me, who are you playing, and what are you thinking right now with all of that information now at your fingertips or wingtips? Krieg, you're first. See how quiet you are.
Hello, everyone. My name is Colby, and I play Krieg, the Swarmkeeper Ranger, Aarakocra Swarmkeeper Ranger. He currently has like 1 HP, according to D&D Beyond. So he is straight up like he's on like 100 cups of coffee, like Futurama Fry style. Like time has slowed down, and he is not so preoccupied with the Lady Watcher as much as he is getting back together with his friends.
Thank you very much. Okay, next around the corner we have Asara.
Hello, my name is Stephanie, and I play Asara, the now very visible drow, as I have gifted my pin.
Oh yeah.
Everyone else just happened to go huh, suddenly I drowned with you. Where did you lose the other one?
She died. No, right?
Oh, the music's with you, Emma, though, on that one. The music just went very ominous very quickly.
No, I don't want to jinx it.
Emma, why would you do this to me?
No, I love your characters.
Who
Sorry, I
will
really
not
did
die, but not out in the universe. And
We'll see.
I am chasing a very tired 1 HP balloon bird. And been going with the theme of not being here last week. I've been pretty apathetic, but now I'm about to have some strong feels.
Okay, look. Thank you. Next around the corner there, we have Vanta.
Hello, I'm Emma, and I'm playing Vanta Blackspire. She is creepy and gothic, like the font. More about her is that she is also basically got just nothing left. She's just a bag of bones at the moment, just like all broken and clunking around and very sticky, which is my least favorite sensation. So there you go. That's how she do be. She do be not great though. And that's it.
Thank you. And
You're
last but not
welcome.
least, this evening we have Zenikus.
Hey, I'm Michael, and I play Zenikus the Good Boy. He's a werewolf blood hunter, and he's having a great day. He's fully rested, leaping around, having a great time drinking mead. All of his friends suffer at the hands of their bad dreams. He's having an absolutely fantastic day.
Good to hear, good to hear. Now, as you are slowly picking yourself up the sticky, honey-soaked cobblestones of this road in southeast Vallaki, you hear the sound of whatever combat was happening around the corner there as you saw this Ruk Genasi guard and his little friend, Meek, as they went chasing after these thieves that had been chased across the town. And the last that you glimpsed of them was a small, dark figure leaping from the chased wagon across to Korg and Meek's wagon. And then as it disappeared around the corner, you heard an almighty crash and screams and all kinds of scary, scary sounds. Now, as that sound dies down, you see slowly glumph, glumph, glumph coming round the corner, their uniform in tatters hanging off them, with a limp figure under one arm, as Korg, the guardsman, comes limping round the corner. Ah, that was one hell of a fight. Is everyone okay back here? You had a nasty crash.
It is a miracle you lived.
Oh, Meeks did. Yeah, I accidentally stomped on him in the fight. I just feel so guilty I'm going to carry him around all day.
If that is your culture's burial rites, then do, please, carry around his corpse as long as you need.
Yeah, sure thing, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone back here okay?
No, but yes.
Stomped on, so doing pretty good.
Some of my teeth are on the floor.
Oh, I know you. I've been seeing you running around town all afternoon. You were chasing after... Oh, there he is too. All right, bro. That's you, Krieg.
Yeah. No, we're good. Yeah.
He is also broken.
Suddenly,
just like me.
Suddenly the figure on his arm suddenly gasps and moves violently. He's like, oh, Meek, you're alive. Hey, he's alive, guys.
I medical check immediately. Oh God.
Good. Good.
That is...
You're running over to Meek and checking him?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Oh, I got a 1.
Okay.
You actually think he's dead, even though he's moving around.
No, I mean, he's moving.
Don't think
it's promising.
Oh,
It's
yep,
like-
that's...
He's like, well, I hope Lady Watcher doesn't get too angry, like, you know. We have to go and report that those little bastards got away.
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. We were just in the town square with all of you when they started to give chase, so we were gonna jump on the wagon and just give chase, you know?
Yeah. It's very interesting.
Yeah, thieves.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you around, eh, bro?
She'll be fine. Fine.
And he stomps off with Meek just like scuttling along beside him.
Now he's walking? Oh my God.
It's weird for everyone else, right?
This is one of the more bizarre things I've seen here.
Cool. Like, if Phantom thought it was weird, I feel justified.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
no,
weird.
that was...
Krieg is on this like crash after this sunny pie high. It's just like, yeah.
I do believe that 3 of us are amongst the walking wounded, so perhaps we should rest before we go to Lady Watchter just for a moment.
Are we all going? I know you. Would you like support?
Well, my thought is that I can distract her. whilst you snoop.
Looks at Asara.
I look at Zenikus and I'm like, you mean me, right? Like,
She
just
means
like, don't.
She means you.
Oh, no, of course. You are the only one competent in this skill. Everybody else would be just like, fiend dressing.
We'll be.
Thank you. That
Yeah,
is a
the
very
weight
kind
for-
compliment. Because I definitely thought that Asara definitely thought that Vanta was talking about Zenikus, and she was like, why? Why?
Good night. You know, the confused lady with the equations around her head.
Zenikus sneaking?
How does this work?
Done it once before.
Yeah, that's
What?
true.
I have
Accurate.
experience.
Exactly.
Okay.
Successfully snuck once before.
So,
I did actually write down exactly what our plans were, and I'm gonna just really quickly find
please, yeah, that would be useful.
it. I wrote it.
I would like
Help
to
the
make-
daughter and spy. Okay, no, it was basically that. Help the daughter and spy on Lady Watchter. Pick up a map from Soldar and Yevgeny. That was what we got.
Oh yeah.
No.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
look at your newfound knowledge.
Oh my
Da-da.
goodness. Where is it? Is it in the map on roll 20? It is.
Oh wow, yeah.
Wow.
All fully opened up.
I have a copy of this map from my own
Oh,
Strahd, what's it? And I did not. Oh, it's great. It looks so cool.
Wow. It's a lot bigger than I
Holy mo-
expected.
There we go.
There's a lot more land here than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah, this is huge.
Where's right? So that's Lake Baratok. Where's
There you go. Let me get this in here, everyone.
Vlaki?
Right in the middle.
Villaki is just
I see.
northwest of that Fane token there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
And
that's right there. Yeah.
then-
Little tiny pinks. Hello.
Lake Zarovich. So
Mhm.
Ravenloft. Can we see? You know what? I've never thought about this. Can we see Ravenloft from where we are
Castle,
in
castle.
Vallaki?
No, because these mountains here are really high.
Okay, cool. And Ravenloft is just south of those, right?
Yes, that's to the south,
Yeah.
southeast.
what I thought.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, cool.
The towers
You know,
over.
that's really
Yeah.
interesting. It adds to the mythos that, like, you know, oh, we're safe down here.
That was the feeling, yeah, exactly. Especially
Mm.
going and
Right.
and also because there's the physical barrier of those gates as you come through that road, so it does feel like you are leaving one section of Barovia into another. You can
Very-
see the fabled mythical Kresk there.
Kresk. The
Kresk.
one place that we're thinking about abandoning everything for because Vallaki was too crazy. Let's go to Kresk.
Just
Let's chill in Kresk.
Okay, so
Okay. Think
what would you like to do?
I wanted to make a hat check. I was told there was a hat nearby that I should be searching for. That was dropped by a certain
Oh my
bigot.
gosh.
Give
Can
me.
we see if there's been a honey loot drop? And can I assist Zenikus?
You are drenched in honey, Vanta.
Yeah.
I think then I would know where to look, so I could point Zenikus and give him advantage.
Sticky.
I'm not looking
You-
for honey though. I'm looking for hats.
Yes. Okay. You search around.
I mean, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not an undead or fiend, so I
I'm
can't
afraid
get
not.
advantage of that.
I'm afraid not.
Well, that's
And
not great. That's a 7.
Well, just a moment. My brother-in-law has awarded hat assistance
Oh.
Thank you so much.
in the nick of time, Alex.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's a significantly better. So it's plus perception. That's plus 5. So that's a 19.
Excellent. Okay. Yeah, a little way past the honey slick that is on the road here, just off behind some crates on the side, which have more of these damn cabbages. These cabbages that are just everywhere.
Honey
Um,
cabbages now.
Honey. You see them, and yeah, there is lying. Doesn't really work with the headphones. It works on my head okay, but the headphones are a problem. Sorry, everyone. There we go, jaunty. Sorted. There you go, Alicia. Retrieved. You find. Oh. You find. You find the hat of the Harper Spy. Asara, I think that's Harper property. You should get that back.
You just off the ground, don't know where it's been.
You do know where it's been. Was on Maxine's head?
Rolling around on the ground now?
I mean, it's got a little bit of honey on it. Fine.
She says as Craig is literally rolling around on the ground. In, like,
Oh, you're not gonna be able to fly
he's-
anymore.
he's in like, he's desperately like sleepy and he's crashing really hard from the honey.
You're gonna be like an oil slick, like seagull, but with honey.
That's not how it works, Craig. You have to eat it. All right, let's go.
I'll like
Or
semi
maybe-
carry Craig back.
Maybe you boys should stay here while Vanta distracts Lady Watchta and I go sneak around, just looking at Zenikus with his honey top hat like, dripping in front of his face, and Craig like slicked in honey. Our two
Craig-
conspicuous boys.
Craig knows that Vanta is the strongest one, and he's just like reaching his arms up. He like in a
Like baby do.
attempt for uppies. Yeah.
So
There
Craig,
was a
no,
certain man
carry me.
in Russia long ago. He was big and strong, and his name was Vanta Blackspire. Vanta will pick him up. Uppies, Vanta lifts you up. Your feet are dangling just a little bit off the ground.
we found out last week you can do a kind of Rasputin-esque beard.
Ah, what? Oh, my hands fell through.
There you go.
Oh.
There was a certain man in Russia long
Fantastic.
ago. I am horrifying.
This is the content everyone comes for every week.
Every week. Without
That's
fail.
it.
No, the content everyone comes for is full of a took.
It wasn't even Gimli that said that.
Yeah.
Shush!
Gimli beard.
It could also be Gandalf. It could also be a Gandalf beard if we went down here.
True. Now, Crick, yes, I think you have confirmed to me in chat there. You are rolling in this honey.
Until
Okay.
honey's.
So, in my little list of exposed to raven honey, I need to. So it's now Vanta and Krieg, yes?
Yep.
Yep.
Noted.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Now, Vanta,
Hi,
good-
that's my name.
our good friend Vicky over here, the beard is acceptable, and we are fans of Vicky's cosplay. So, yes, little gnome artificer
This is Vanta.
on her adventures in Habadook. Okay, so where are you headed, my dear fellows?
We wanted to go nap. Well, some of us wanted to go nap.
Okay, so you're gonna go back to the Blue Water for a short rest?
Yeah,
And a shower.
and a shower.
No such thing, I'm afraid. There is a
And a
I'm
bar.
starting.
there is a horse
And a
trough.
barrel.
Yeah,
And
I'm
a trough. I'm getting into the trough. Wait, no. Isn't there a lake nearby?
It's a bit of a walk, but
outside
yeah.
of town.
Yeah, it's been
Like,
like
Craig,
quite a
before
bit of
you
walk.
lay down, you have to go in the horse trough.
I
You're s-
know.
that
think-
disgusting water is cleaner than all this honey.
I think
Yeah.
we've been
Oh,
rather
what a-
we've been rather remiss that you have we even had one fight in the bar and none of you were like punched into the horse trough. I'm sorry, I apologize.
That's appalling. That's appalling.
That is
or through a window.
I think Vanta's gonna
Yeah,
look around and
very
just
true.
say, "Can anybody siphon this honey off of me and my person, my clothing and my
Yes, let me
property?"
use my magic power. No.
I do not. I have seen floating, disembodied wolves, and you literally bleed magic out of yourself. I did. What? Excuse me for thinking a shower was out of the question.
Do you want to be showered in blood? Is that what you're asking right now? Because I'm not really cool with that.
I'm sure the horses can lick you, Vanta. Let's go.
Craig
Vanta
like
leaves.
Craig like cranes his head around, and he's like, "Well, even if we had the magic to take the water out of the honey would just crystallize on you, and that's not clean."
Dump him in the horse trough. Let's go.
Okay, so you rather forlornly make your way back through the streets. At one point, there's an interesting moment as
Oh.
a couple of guards in the slightly not new uniforms because there hasn't been time to make them, but the slightly adapted uniforms for the new
There's-
Watcher.
There's nobody to make them as well.
Well, yes, the clothes merchant was unfortunately never arrived. I don't know what happened.
More.
And no, there is a moment where two of the new Valakian guard come galloping on horses through the streets, shouting, "Everyone, clear the way! Clear the way! Traffic coming through! Please clear the way!" It's a politer regime.
A little bit, not 100%, but I mean, it's getting there.
I mean, they don't want you to get run over. So the urgency is from that, not from any kind of strictness. So because the urgency is there, because as these two guards come galloping through and everyone kind of shuffles off the street and looks like it from the direction they came with a curious crane of the neck, you all see a familiar jet black carriage with jet black horses come galloping and rolling through the streets of Vallaki before reaching the main crossroads and turning north. You rode in that carriage when you visited a certain castle.
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check? Is there any way I could see who was inside it, if anyone?
You can try, definitely. Yes, it would be a little tricky, but have a
I
look.
pray to the Raven Queen for guidance as I do, but I stumble over my words just because I need to keep it in character.
I need to do my Al Pacino. The Raven Queen is an absentee landlord.
Okay, a perception. It's probably not good enough. It's 14.
14. I'm afraid not.
Is it occupied? Can I see that much?
Yes, you saw silhouettes. Is anyone else?
Silhouettes.
Anyone else
More than
trying?
one.
Yes, 2 people. Anyone
I'm
else?
trying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please. You're welcome
Craig will
to.
try with his bird eyes.
Now, Crick could have flown after the carriage to see who got out, but he is unable to fly at the moment.
If only Vanta was able to fly at the moment. Nope.
Anyone? He's just leaving me hanging with these dice rolls.
Oh, I'm
How'd you go?
sweating.
How'd you go?
I got 8.
8. Okay. Exhausted.
And
nothing.
Craig got a 13.
Oop. Wolfie?
I don't think. I think Zenikus would have been too shocked by what the hell. He's still panicking from the fact that we got our asses kicked, and he probably wouldn't have been
Okay.
as acutely aware at that moment.
Let's give Esmeralda a go, shall we?
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Esmeralda.
Where is she? Strahd. Esmeralda de Avenir. Open in a new tab, and also open my new Kiwi dice. La, la, la. Everyone, check out Ice Cream Dice. Let me show you.
Ooh.
Ice cream.
Ice
Show us,
cream.
show us.
Ice Cream Dice.
Ooh.
They are very, very good people. Also, a fan of them was Dead Aussie Gamer, who jumped in our lunchtime stream today. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
There was screaming, but sorry, that's because it's ice cream. Yeah, Ice Cream Dice. Very, very great stuff. Beautiful dice, beautiful person, as Dag put it. Sorry, I have to call him Dag when Michael's here. When Michael's not here, he is Michael. So, let's see here. What is her perception? Esmeralda. Okay, Esmeralda gets 22. And
Show us your cool Kiwi dice.
oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if it'll come up. They're green and they've got little pips in. Let's see. See, if I do that, it goes dark and you can't actually see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Focuses.
I saw it
Do
on
that?
Twitter.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey.
Pretty.
There we go.
There's Kiwi.
And sorry, I've said this story several times. So some people have probably heard it a few times already. It was supposed to be because they do ice cream flavored, ice cream themed dice. Do not eat them, everyone. No
Forbidden
flavors.
candy.
Every time you roll 20, you
No,
take a
John,
lick
no.
or something.
No, they are not flavored. Do not eat your dice. They
We're
do
watching you,
ice
John.
cream themed dice, and this was their first attempt at mint choc chip, and it went terribly wrong. But they were like, "Hey, that looks like a kiwi fruit. Let's keep it." So they kept it. Yes, Big Man Studios, my brother-in-law over there, knows all about dice, as he has recently jumped on the D&D train and now owns several sets of dice.
Wow. Several
That's
already.
fun.
Well done.
All right. Oh, you got the gummy ones.
As
Nice.
you do.
Gummy dice, gummy dice, gummy dice, bouncing here and there and every nice. No, that's not. Okay. Anywho, they're in the post. Okay. Excited. Yes, lots of metallic dice. Now,
Nice.
Esmeralda gets 22, so she does spy who's there. And it does make a little bit more sense because she was in the castle a bit longer than the rest of you after she was abducted by Strahd and whisked away there from Beres. And she turns and she's like, "That was Strahadin. And one of Strahd's brides. I couldn't make out which."
Who is that? Rahadin. But jog my memory.
Rahadin is
That's the werewolf.
no.
No, that was the kind of like
Oh no, the assistant.
caretaker
He's
guy.
like the maitre d' kind of, yeah. Yeah, his
The one who delivered the letter.
the one that delivered the letter, yeah, in the village of Barovia, the one that's got the screams of all the dead that he's killed around him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a lovely experience.
I think it was Emil who was the werewolf, but he's dead now. So
Well, the big wolf is dead, unfortunately. F's in chat.
Amir. Could have
What a
been so
mere-
great.
a mere-
There's only enough space for one big wolf boy in this town.
Hell yeah.
Okay, writes in notes, kill off IMRs.
He's not in town.
Hey,
Fine.
now.
He's a
Yes, he
furry.
is.
That's very different.
He's here.
I mean,
Hey,
he'll
now.
be going to his tower, so it's fine.
Okay,
There you go.
excuse me, I'll have a quick slurp there. Now, you, with this new information, make your way back to the Blue Water Inn, and inside you see a anxious-looking Izek Strasny, but in the guise of his father, still, wearing Asara's magical hairpin, thank you. And he's like, "Oh, everyone, come, get inside. Tell us, what's going on?" Well, don't all shout at once. What is...
Right now, they're gonna sleep. Craig is honeyed.
Some,
Zenikus has a hat,
there was
and
some sort of robbery.
I'm about to go
in
get
town.
in the trough. Excuse me.
I guess I'll deal
and
with
there's
the
a
debriefing.
carriage headed for the mansion that came from Ravenloft. There's Strahd's wife and his assistant are inside, I think.
Yeah. Changed
Okay.
a very overly zealous anti-Strahd leader for a supporter? Potentially? Not great.
Seems to be the case.
Imars looks concerned. He's like, "Oh, we have to be very careful." I'm sorry for everyone joining us. Imars is our version of Ren Richten. And Zenikus and Esmeralda's mentor. We'll have to keep an eye on this new one, although... Oh well. Back on with the hat. Any suggestions? I can't be Rictavio, and I can't be Iamaris if she's in Strahd's favor, 'cause Strahd wants me dead.
I mean, I think he kind of wants everyone dead. He's just slowly and having fun with them first.
You know, I don't think that's it. I think he does need people to lord himself over and rule over. I don't think he would be, I was going to say happy here, but that's not the goal, is it? He's
No.
trapped away here. He's supposed to be suffering. I've been thinking about that. I wonder if there's a connection with this whole Tatiana thing.
You mean like
It's
setting
okay.
him free?
Irina's having a nap. What do you mean, sorry, Zenikus?
Like, setting him free from his torment? Is that how we set everyone else free? That'd be ridiculous. And Vanta would never stand for it.
No,
See?
no, and he would never stand again.
Esmeralda and I did some research on this land before plunging in.
Was that a euphemism for him? Because he is the land?
We did also research him, but no, we did some research on this area, and we found only one ancient tome in one of the grand libraries in Waterdeep. Luckily, the head priest of Ogma there, one Nodge Senior, was kind enough to give us access, and we found one... Thank you, Michael. We found one tome that had a vague reference to something called the Dark Powers. Looks at Roll20 to handle.
Can I make
Well,
a
that is-
religion check? Have I heard of anything like
Please,
Really
please
vague.
do.
that? I'm rolling mediocre. 16.
Okay. Well, that is enough for you, because you are uniquely in a position to have some kind of fleeting knowledge of this. Because you have heard tell of the Dark Powers, and they're... Yes, indeed. Nodge Senior. You have heard tell of these powers and how they have sequestered a dark, dismal corner of the Shadowfell, of your queen's realm, in which to imprison the worst of the worst, irredeemable monsters of various types, if the tales are true. Give it about 5 more days, and we'll know a lot more.
Okay.
Wait, so are the dark powers like, kind of like, because they don't sound, that doesn't sound like a good name, but they're doing the imprisoning.
Mhm.
I do believe the implication is that the imprisoning does not take only the creator of those emotions. Strahd, for example, we can see that he's also taken all of these people with him. Barovia. With only the Vistani able to navigate outside of these mists, which
Esmeralda told me that was
Exactly right there.
my Marin impression's not very good. I
Damn.
can't-
I was trying to say,
My
how
name's
fast can you
Esmeralda.
speak?
It's impossible to constantly smile that much.
And how fast can you speak?
Pretty fast, but Marin levels, I'm not sure.
Superpowered.
And I don't look near good enough. I'm not glamorous enough. As she comes from her.
glamorous, John.
Enough, I said. Definitely glamorous.
Okay. Energy, it's good.
And you, yes, you find out that they were gifted that ability by Strahd. Strahd has the power to grant movement through the mists. And as a side note, she also warns you that there are various shady Vistani that will try and sell you potions that will enable you to pass through the mists, but they're a complete forge. Ari.
Great, dang.
Oh, dang.
Oh, good business sense.
Huh.
I think I'm quite back.
So this area of the Shadowfell that we are in is caged off from anything that would, well, reasonably, in terms of physics, logic, at least by mortal plane standards, allow us to leave. the mist keeps us here. And I assume that the mist is linked to Strahd. That much we know.
I'm not sure if it's Strahd himself. It's the dark powers that are creating these barriers.
Okay.
Wait. Fanta,
So, hello.
your friends
Yes.
had relation to this barrier that is keeping things out.
Yes, of course.
Are they dark powers?
Of course, I am privy to this information, but it is not.
Cool. Excellent. Yes. Yes. I just wanted to check.
I'm supposed to be. The trough. It calls to me, and I'm just gonna just really quickly run out of the room. The trough.
As you make your way outside, Krieg is just like there's like wings over the edge. It's like a bathtub that's just a size too small. It's like little bird feet sticking out the end.
Oh.
It's got a loofah.
Krieg. Okay. Fanta's gonna go hide behind a horse, and she's gonna pull open her box and just be like, right, look, they are asking me lots of questions, and I just need. I'm trying to play it cool. I just don't know what to do. Are you dark powers? Anyone? Just please.
Who are you asking?
Anyone? Vanta will go for the. Right, let's go for the queen. No, do I have the queen still? I have her back, right?
Yeah, you got everybody back.
Yeah, I'll ask the queen.
Someone
And I'll be like, I
appears to
missed you.
have redeemed a advantage award.
Oh, okay. Thank you, the Quilt. Very, very appreciated. And welcome on in there. Please type in chat who you'd like that to go to, and they shall hoard it for when it is necessary.
Yep, so Vanta will just kind of like beg the queen in her.
Are you a dark power?
Are you a dark power? Please, just tell me the truth. I feel.
To me, thank you.
Oh
It's
no.
my advantage.
Oh,
Luckily,
good.
luckily, ice cream dice give you 2 of these little d20s, so I can roll them together. Thank you very much, the Quilt. Oh, it's like my birthday again. Okay, now the Queen replies to you, Vanta. I mean, Barov has his days, but
Right, so. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not in a very good place right now. And I'm trying not to.
do you think the powers that created all of this, that are the jailers for this place, would be in a box?
Why would you say that? Because the reason I put the. But are you not the reason that no one can leave the mists? But you don't. Do you not know this? I don't know.
What are you talking about, dear?
Someone told me that the mists closed when I brought you in here. So with that, I just thought that you being. I'm sorry if this is presumptive. I thought that you being the all-knowing saviors of my faith would be able to answer that question. Was I mistaken?
I'm afraid I don't really know about mists traveling. I mean, we had some terrible mists back in our kingdom. You should have seen them all rolling in off the lake as they would in the morning.
You don't think it has anything to do with the fact that we are in the domain that belongs to your Enemy. Enemy.
Our enemy? What do you mean?
Oh, but he is the land of vampires. We hate immortality and all that. Maybe.
Vampires? Vantadir, are you okay? Are you safe?
I guess so. Excuse me, I'm gonna just take a moment. Thank you for. Closes the box. She just kind of like
Oh
like
my god.
like a spirit haunting a graveyard. She just floats back, nods at Krieg, bangs into the door. Oh, and then keeps going.
I love that you realize there that you've never explained anything to them. And at that moment you went, oh shit!
Never mind.
Spectacular.
Banta goes back inside and she just puts the box very carefully on the floor in front of her and kneels down and looks up at all of you and she just says, I have some explaining to do.
We cut to inside the box, so they're all doing the Star Trek. Whoa! Sorry.
I have some explaining to do.
We already know about your box, Fanta.
They don't know anything. They're not omnipresent. I was mistaken.
Oh, right.
Okay.
They have no idea what's going on. I try.
We
There-
gathered.
It's Queen Ravnovia and King Barov, who are the parents of Strahd, are in the box.
Izzy's like, what?
Isaac there!
I forgot Isaac was here.
Everyone forgets Isaac. Isaac, sit down,
Amaris is
please.
like,
Isaac, Amaris, sit down. Sit down.
and a voice
We
from
all
a
have to
voice,
sit
Confirm,
down.
it's not their corpses that are in the box. Just confirming.
a voice from the top of the stair.
How many people are in here?
Irina appears at the top of the stair. She's like, his parents? Lady Vantar, why
Supposed to be a need
do
to
you
know.
have them with you? Where? How? And Isaac's like, yes, Lady Vantar, why do you have them with you?
For a good
Wake
How
up, it's
long?
a nightmare.
And he points to the rest of you. How long have the rest of you been with her? How well
Crazy.
do you know her?
I'm insane. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm a liar. I lie through my teeth.
Can
I say-
trust that she is completely trustworthy because she has never acted this confused before. She's not even pretending to be completely knowledgeable right now.
Oh sure, let me trust the word of someone who attacks others by injuring himself.
And I guess we went
It
through two
worked.
different routes. We went round two different routes. I could still pretend that I'm crazy.
How do you all know that the Count hasn't planted her in your group, in your midst, to cause just such danger?
Oh,
Everyone
no, I'm-
laughs.
Yeah, like what?
No, I'm an.
Like they have like one of those like really elongated laughs where it doesn't last way too long, and then like everyone comes up, and then they look at each other like,
No. No,
no,
It is.
no.
no. No.
No.
No.
Well, for one, I'll give you this one for free, Isaac. Strahd would be absolutely furious to find that out. That's exactly what he doesn't want. So this is good for us and bad for him. If he finds out, we all die. Now you know you die too. That's unfortunate, Banta. You should really have been a bit more careful with who you told that.
Irina's like,
To be honest, I had tunnel vision and only saw you two at that very moment.
I had.
That's fair.
All those NPCs, I forgot.
I beg to differ. In my readings, in my reading of Barovian history, it is said that Strahd had invited both of his parents here, but King Barov, perished before leaving, and Queen Ravnovia died on the trip.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I
Okay.
see no correlation.
Banta could have killed them. what I'm saying is
I
that
could have.
I'm gonna smack Zenikus right upside his head. Just
what I'm getting is that did he leave the mist open for them? Was
Thank you
that
for the
his original
solution.
purpose?
Very kind.
Waiting for his parents.
Was that like he's asking Arena that is like was that ever mentioned? Was that why the mists were left open? Were the Vistani searching for him with the parents? Because when they arrived, the mist closed.
Oh,
Maybe
that's a
that
good
fulfilled,
point.
I
They
agree.
fulfilled their purpose.
Craig is suddenly standing behind
In like a
everyone, just like
bathrobe.
dripping wet.
Has he got the bathrobe
Yeah.
around him?
You look clean.
Because he
Yeah.
never wears clothes, but he wears a bathrobe.
That's something.
ugh, you smell like horses.
And I
Nice smell of perfume
apologize.
and honey.
Yes.
Asara already likes the smell of giant spiders.
Oh.
a true mount. Stupid horses.
Goodness,
Although
no.
when you
And
say that,
Maxine.
Iamaris as well, yeah, Iamaris actually says as you say that, Asara. Whether it's Maxine was here. She has done a great deal of research into the area, and she mentioned something about Strahd and his ancestral home.
You what?
It was about this time, right? It was about this time that Maxine had taken them out to the woods, and it was about this length of time before she came back, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Maxine's gonna go.
So, you hear a familiar voice from out by the stables. Ah, Citadel, who has fouled this water? I wanted a drink.
Honey flavored.
Here's a droopy
It's
Maxine.
just,
There you
it's just honey,
stop.
Maxine. I'm sorry.
Fanta, if you don't mind asking answering a question of mine,
Hello.
you mentioned that you were from a place
Yes.
and that it wasn't the best anymore.
Oh, it fell into disrepair. I cannot. Yes,
that
go
one.
on.
That's the one.
Yes.
What was the name of it?
Um. John, if you had a name, I had a name, but if you had a name,
Well, I mean, it's on the map. It's an official spot.
I mean, it was called.
It's called Raven something or other.
I call it Raven's Roost in my notes.
Okay.
But if that's not quite right, okay. Well,
I mean, and that could be the name of the monastery. Either way.
my monastery, where I
Raven Rock. Yeah, and
Raven
then
Rock.
with the monastery, Raven Roost. Yes, on top.
Raven Roost is the place I spent my days with my, well, former faithful.
That's fine. I just wanted the name, and if it's the information, if the rest is too rough. So, and he kind of looks at others. Is that where they're from? Like he wants to know if like that's the ancestral home. He looks to Arena, who's
Oh
studying
yeah.
Maris.
I mean, she said. She says the records were quite muddled and mixed as to anything that happened before it was transported here. I mean, and it is Barovian history. It is this area, not the original location of their homeland. But they are not local. This valley here, Barovia, they invaded.
Right.
The souls. Look, I'm sorry, and she looks to Iamaris, and his name was Isaac, and Irina. I had no intention of sharing any of this with you, so I apologize for that.
What other
and she's just gonna
secrets
look at
are you
it.
keeping?
Many. So anyway,
I'm gonna smack him.
Just
I'm gonna
smack the
smack
rest.
him. Just
Smack. Smack.
Like Craig is gonna get it later. He's like, "What did I do?" Like, I don't know.
smack him on the wrists.
hit him,
Just
guy,
like,
hit
stop
him.
asking questions.
Yep,
I'm
guy,
busy.
I just needed one more for the full set.
Of course. And Vanta will just say,
Ah, hell.
these souls turned to my faith of their own accord. We did not spirit anyone away without their consent. But it could be possible that they spent time in my monastery.
What if Imar speaks up? What if your queen, Lady Vanta, had taken these two souls, particular in her research into this intrusion on her realm? Maybe she is
Yes.
trying to find
Possible.
out more about these dark powers and had this
Mhm.
connection.
Makes sense. Aemeris, you seem not to be affronted too much by my information. You are. I will share what I have with you. Is it you're on thin ice?
I was trapped already.
Ah. Yes. So I have been a bit remiss in telling them what information I know, and I was about to spill everything, and then I had a moment of what I believe Asara would call extreme clarity, and I decided to just close the box. And now I'm here in front of all of you.
So the people inside your box are royalty, Strahd's royal parents, and you haven't been keeping them up to date with anything, just asking them random questions, and they don't ask you any questions. And
Well,
they have no idea where they are, and we don't know how they feel, and maybe they could betray you if you let them know.
they
Or
wouldn't.
help.
They wouldn't betray me because they're followers.
How long
Sorry.
have
They
you
love
known
you
them?
more than their son?
I mean, if you're
They
someone
love the
Strahd,
Raven Queen more than their son.
have they
I
said
love
that
the
out
Raven
loud?
Queen more than anyone else's sons.
I mean,
But
that
you
is a
don't
very
have
fair.
a
That,
son.
but I mean, it's a
Vanta.
very fair comment. That's a very fair comment.
It's true. At least I'm being honest.
You love the Raven Queen more than any son. So why
Yes.
wouldn't they?
But-
But how long have you known them?
Long time. They were.
6 weeks,
No.
16 years, 10,000 years?
Okay, I am.
Because for Craig, like 2 months is like a lifetime. So
Okay,
like
so
context.
I will be honest. I'm not exactly sure how old I am. I forgot.
It's a long time.
I've lived a long time, and I've been alone for most of it. My clan, as it turned out, weren't really suited for cold weather, so they just fell very quickly once we left our realm.
Wow.
We're getting so much backstory right now. More, it's
I'm gonna-
just
I-
a
I'm
lot.
lo- I can't even keep up with my notes. I've just given up. I'm gonna rewatch this and write it all down.
Wait, what do you mean you're not suited for cold weather? You guys don't change your outside to suit the what?
What?
Yeah. Some people don't do that. It's weird, isn't it?
What?
We can't all be
Yeah.
naked with feathers, Craig.
Yes. I
Well,
don't
no,
shed if that's what you're asking me.
Okay. Thank you, Vanta, for understanding.
It's
And he
alright,
like
right.
glares at the others.
I was with you. I said it was weird that they don't.
Well,
He
the thing
glares
was,
slightly softer at Zenikus.
here I think this is it'll all make sense. Well, we moved and we had this place. It was on the top of a mountain. Mountain's very cold. Feywild is a lot warmer, more seasonable.
heard
And
that.
you know, when the chill set in and the first people started dying, it was fine because we could just about get by. But then more people just dropped, and you know, it's the will of the Raven Queen. It doesn't bother me too much. The only thing is that you know, the houses started falling into disrepair, and that let more cold in, and more people kept dying, and then the food started rotting.
Zenikus like goes over and sits next to Vanta, puts like a hand on her shoulder as she's telling the story. He's getting actually worried now.
And then, you know, 100 years pass or so, and I'm alone, and maybe it was 10 years, and now here I am. And I had these. I didn't have them the whole time.
Vanta.
Yeah, you okay?
I mean, I told you I wasn't very used to society and people.
Right, that's the issue here.
Yeah, that could have done with context.
Hello, everyone.
I
What are y'all talking about?
No, Maxine. Just
Just
pushes
horsing
his
around.
horse head out the window.
I thought
Hello,
I thought
Maxine.
I had my name. You not have something to ask?
Oh no, I didn't say Maxine. I said maximum casualties.
Splendid.
Easy mistake.
Snaps for puns.
God.
I
I
was
don't
just like,
understand. Why are you all? What was happening here?
Little pat in the forearm. You're okay.
Venta, we're sad for you because it's hard to be alone.
Yeah.
He just holds the box.
Then he's just gonna put his hand on top of it to kind of like to stop her opening it instinctively. Like, is it? He's thinking like, you need to deal with these emotions, not the box.
Venta, yes, it's a very nice box, and I'm sure there are very nice spirits in it, but you didn't even know who their sons were. Do you talk to them outside of asking questions? Because that's still very lonely.
Well, when I needed a lot of help, so.
Right. No one's faulting you for just asking a box questions. You can't really get a cup of tea and a chat with a box. If there were no box, wouldn't you be lonely?
Well, yes. Of course, but the Raven Queen is always with me. So, in a way, I just never really. Well, even when I didn't really know how to speak to them, I always felt that there was somebody there. There's a reason I didn't fall, and all my. I assume I had. I don't really remember, like friends or relatives did. It's so long ago. I don't see why I should be upset. I don't even remember.
Zenikus brushes away a tear.
I know, I'm like that.
This is getting him like Zenikus like hard. Like he's like it came over to comfort, but now he looks like he's gonna need more comforting than Spanta is. Like he's.
Have you lost people? Any of you?
Oh, those questions. Not yet. But in a way.
We can't hear you, Stephanie.
How did that make you feel? Oh no.
It's not so much loss as that I can't reach them, if you get me.
I suppose not being able to reach someone. I can understand that a little more recently.
Takes a deep breath and kind of leans back in the chair a little bit, kind of gather himself, looks to Asara as if to go like, you deal with this. I can't.
I can't imagine anything worse, Vanta, than not remembering. And then I'm just gonna go sit next to her and start braiding her hair and just sit next to her and just be start shaping out a braid and braiding it as I say this and be like, just because I'm like, Asara needs something to do. She doesn't want to talk about herself. So she's like, I can't imagine anything worse for me than not remembering, but I guess it depends on the person. And you don't know what you don't know. We like having you with us, is all.
Yeah.
And I mean, you'd be lonely without us. So I can only imagine how lonely you were the first 10, 20 years by yourself.
I'm sure if I looked at some records, I could figure it out how long. Perhaps once we leave this place.
Only if you want to.
It would be nice to know how large the memory gap is. Maybe.
It might be nice. It might be unnecessary.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We've got
I mean-
family now.
One of the benefits of not living so long is my people don't have time to forget.
This is getting sadder and
Dark.
sadder.
I just got this image of like
And
Isaac in the corner, like.
but we compensate for that with storytelling. So, you know, not having anyone to pass the stories along, that makes it much worse, but I mean, it's in the past.
You're now the storyteller, Panta. You
That's
keep them
right.
alive. They live in immortality through you.
Santa sheds a tear at that. Oh my god.
Stop.
She like completely like her expression doesn't change at all. Just one tear.
Oh.
Oh no, let it sit there. It's good to notice these things.
I had a... Yeah, no, you're right. The worst part was... magic could never put me to sleep.
I feel
So... just had to wait. But... I suppose that was merciful in a way, all the time blurred into one. And then I put it away. But I'm here now, and the Raven Queen is still with me, and the box is intact, and my mission still stands.
Hmm.
And I have you three. And Esmeralda.
That's quite banter, to be honest.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
very bad.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
I will make servants of you yet.
I'm going to
There
take that
she
as how
is.
it's intended.
Indeed.
I'm gonna, as Krieg says, there she is. I'm gonna reach over and like pluck one of his feathers and
That's not going to be comfortable.
Oh my god.
and braid it into
No.
Vanta's hair.
Thank you, Krieg. Thank you, Azara.
Mostly Krieg.
Anytime.
So surely now you all understand that none of us could really be in league with Strahd. We're far too emotionally attached.
Now, thank you for witnessing this, NPCs.
Look to all the NPCs, yeah.
We're invested in this situation for the other side.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Somehow, why would I feel like it'd be a disadvantage? Oopsie.
Isaac is just like sobbing.
I lost my sister and she's here now.
If we're gonna start digging up family, like
I had a brother.
I am Ars's story as well. Ask Esmeralda about that.
Everyone's having a cry fest. Oh, Jazz.
Everyone looks very wistful and contemplative, thinking back on all of those that they've left beyond the mists. Be they the mists of Ravenloft or the mists of time. And those mists rise up around us as we shall leave this group
Oh.
of friends sat in a circle in the tap room of the Blue Water Inn. That was beautiful.
That was absolutely
That was
amazing.
really sweet.
Emma, well
That was
fucking
really
done.
sweet.
Well
I
fucking
don't know
done.
how this happened. I'm sorry, I kept laughing. I couldn't keep it in.
That was wonderful. That was wonderful.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you,
You
everyone.
need to put like spoiler warnings on that one, like prepare tissues.
Content warning, yeah.
I think the thing with Vanta, she does. There's no way she realizes like how sad that is. Like,
Yeah, not at all.
she's no
That's the
freaking
thing.
clue.
Like Zenikus realized how sad that was, and that's why he was losing it. Being like your family losing, like that's no. Ugh.
And there was lots of appreciation in chat as well.
Well, thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
See how lucky I am, chat. Look at these wonderful, wonderful players that I have. I can just
Lena hugs.
sit back
Thank you.
and watch it all unfold. Now, as the
Uh-oh,
music
music
kicks in, join us once more at this time, as tomorrow we will be at a very different pace as we, our friends down in the first layer of the Nine Hells, Avernus, are going to be battling their way through demonic hordes, blocking the way to the doors of that holy sanctuary of the citadel that Lulu the Hollyphant created around the angelic sword of Zariel. And their cause is just and good, as is ours, because tomorrow our Descent into Avernus game is the inaugural stream, the first game of a 5-day long The Games Tavern organized charity stream in the name of No Kid Hungry. There are going to be amazing groups playing games all through the weekend. Join us and make a difference in the game as well as a difference in the real world as thank you for the follows and those before as well. Thank you so much. I had to keep it. I was like as you were having this big moment, I was going, oh, thanks for the follow. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I wonder, I'm curious, there was like the one that I had to really work hard to keep my mouth shut. It was just like, Crafty Vampire has followed.
Crafty Vampire, yes.
Oh no!
Crafty Vampire is sneaking around the place, watch out. So,
Guys, it's
everyone,
bad
yes.
watching us.
Sorry, let me carry on with my spiel here. Everybody, please join us for the stream tomorrow as we will be kicking off. Let's show them what a wonderful group of people we have here, both on screen and off. And as I said, you can make a difference in the real world and in the game, as donations that are made will have the ability to grant advantages to the players, disadvantages to me. I think our poor little Lulu has a bit of a tickle in her trunk, as she may be able to sneeze up a health potion or two, and larger donations will lead to larger effects. There is a lot of demon ichor splashing around the place. There is the potential for wild magic to go off, and there is, at a certain level of generosity, if you are able, the possibility of divine intervention.
Oh my god.
Do join us tomorrow as our Descent into Avernus game kicks off the entire weekend of incredible work for an incredible charity. And a massive thank you to everyone over at the Games Tavern for organizing that join and help yourselves as well. There are incredible incentives for donations. We have $2,000 worth of prizes from D&D Beyond and similar sponsorships from Cobalt Press, Incarnate, Shard Tabletop, and many more. It is going to be an incredible weekend. Dead Aussie Gamer, hey, inflict disadvantage. Who's that? Is that on me? Are you preemptively giving me one for tomorrow already?
The players must survive.
The players must survive. Thank you very much, Dag. Sorry, Michael's here. I'm going with Dag today. Michael.
Michael.
Dead Aussie Gamer, ladies and gentlemen, will also be joining us on the 29th for that incredible one-shot roulette game with Vicky from Sirenscape and Emma here.
Hello.
Lady Vanta, we're crying a little less.
Don't underestimate my skills.
less feels, more craziness in those kind of games.
Oh, yeah.
And we will also be joined by Hope from Hope for TTRPGs and, of course, the wonderful, wonderful Patch from Quest Junkies UK. It's going to be a fantastic stream, and I hope you can join us. That is Saturday, May 29th. But I digress. That charity weekend is going on all the way through till Tuesday, which means our Rime of the Frost Maiden will also be part of the charity stream. And it's going to be equally epic as the people of Caer Dineval have heard word of an evil tiefling. A tiefling that the Avernus crew saw leave Avernus bound for Icewind Dale. And this tiefling is leading a cult that is holed up in the castle of Caer Dineval. This tiefling has made surface in a one-shot roulette game on my birthday, as Marin, not here today, will be joining us on Tuesday to play her evil tiefling leading the cult against the adventurers. Come on
That's
over
awesome.
and do see that. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And next week, next Thursday or Wednesday evening in the North America, we will be back in the Underdark. There was quite the session today as the Demogorgon himself, the Demon Lord, rose up from the dark lake and laid waste to the Koator settlement of Slublup. But our adventurers were able to escape, running through the streets as towers crashed around them, trying to help the people of Slublup and all of their NPC friends to escape once more into the tunnels. But we all know that there is a party of drow. Not nice ones like Asara here, but very evil, nasty ones who are on their tail, trying to recapture them after escaping from their camp. Do join us next time as we delve once more into the tunnels of the Underdark. Then we'll be back here in the Blue Water Inn with a big box of hankies and tissues to wipe our eyes and go and figure out what's going on at the Watchtower Mansion. Or wherever else this lovely group of people take me. Let us see what they have in store for all of us next time as we're back in Barovia for Curse of Strahd next week on Thursday. Ah, God, it's such a lovely, lovely schedule of all these things going on. So, as I said, once more, the big charity thing this weekend is the big main thing at the moment. So definitely join us for Avernus tomorrow, or Frostmaiden, or any of the other games. There are some incredible channels that are involved. Check out my Twitter for all of the information. There's a link in the channel here. I will be posting more as we go on into the sessions tomorrow. Please do come along for the ride and let's help feed those kids. It's for the kids, in the words of Realmsmith. It's for the kids. And we will be having a wonderful time, and I hope that you will join us and enjoy yourselves too. Now, as we go into our outro and then onwards to a raid, do stick around for wherever we are headed for the kids. And
I drew it.
Yes!
Just in time.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeff Jill. Good to see you again. So, as I said, we shall see you when we see you, wherever and whenever that may be, and we are looking forward to it. Stick around. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly, and we shall be raiding on after this lovely outro. So, as we like to say around these parts, what are you seeming to say?
Oyasumi.
Oyasumi.